Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows. My name is Melody. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. So this video is for the star sign of Pisces for this week starting today, September 15th and going through to September 21st. All right. So it's for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising and Venus because we are going to pull some love cards. So that's who it's for. If you don't know, if you have Pisces in your chart or you're not sure about where your placements are, go over to astroseek.com and do a natal chart. It is free and it'll tell you where everything was placed at when you were born. All right, Pisces, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you are new to my channel, Pisces, when you are done watching this video, if you are not yet subscribed, hit that little subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video, or if you know maybe something that you would like to see on my channel. Also, if you know somebody who will resonate with the videos, by all means, don't be afraid to share it because everything I just mentioned helps out my channel, helps to get me out there. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, Pisces. This is the Spirit Message cards by John Holland. So let's see what Spirit wants to discuss with you about this week's energy, Pisces. All right, so you got two. So breathe. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and your soul. It's the connection between inside and outside, connecting to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So I feel like if you look right in the center, there's a butterfly. I feel like if you breathe, it will help awaken all of your chakras, from the root chakra clean up to the crown chakra. It'll help to transform, helping you to connect to the universe. So the other card that you got is be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. Okay? So if you look, we got a lot of peacock feathers over top of her heart space, going up into her throat chakra, and she's got her hands over her heart. So I feel like what you need to do, Pisces, is, when you go into meditation, the first thing you need to do, take a deep, big breath in, exhale it. Okay, maybe even put your hands on your heart. As I did that, my hands warmed up. So you don't have to be Reiki certified to be an energy healer. It just certifies you to be able to do it for insurance reasons. You don't have to be certified to be a Reiki healer. You can have that natural ability, Pisces. So I feel like that could be something for you. You could be a natural energy healer, energy channeler, but it's like, I feel like you don't celebrate that. You don't celebrate the fact that you have this ability. And sometimes it's just good to sit back, meditate, close your eyes, take big, deep breaths in, allow that breath in to work through everything that is blocking you up, and when you exhale, imagine all the blocks being released. Okay, so that's what Spirit wants to talk to you about, to be proud of everything you've accomplished so far on your journey, to just sit down and breathe. It'll help relieve stress. It'll help to activate. I feel like I said, for some of you, you could be a natural energy channeler. because that's how you channel it, is through your hands when you do Reiki. Put it on your heart space. Put it on your heart space. Allow that breath to come down through, exhale, and allow that healing of your heart to take place, because what it'll do is it'll awaken it. And when you channel like that, you'll be surprised. You never know till you try. Okay, Pisces. So this week, Pisces, we are going to use the runes. And we're going to do the 3 rune spread, Pisces. The first rune is going to refer to your present situation. So this is, let me activate them real quick. Activate, without catching anything on fire. Activate the runes, all right. All right, so the first rune is going to be your present situation. This is where you're sitting at presently. You're very welcome back. This is where you're sitting at presently, Pisces. Okay, so beautiful. This happens to be an amethyst. I forgot to mention that. The amethysts are mixed crystals. So if I pull something and you know what it is, by all means, leave a comment in the comment section below. I just happen to know that this is amethyst. So this rune is called Fehu, Fehu. It's in the upright position. So it tells you that you got a bit of good luck. And this is something, again, it says this is a conquest, not a present. All right. So it's all taped up. I really can't see all of it. I just see good luck. I feel like, too, with this being your present situation, I feel like you've been on a journey for a while, right? You've been on the journey for a while. And this tells you that because of the fact that the journey has been so hard, right? The journey has been so hard for you, right? Now they want you to just take a minute or 10, do some breathing exercises. And again, be proud of your journey. Be proud of what you have overcome. Okay. So that's, I just knocked a whole bunch of cards over. So that's what I feel where you're sitting at in the present moment. And that's why Spirit is telling you to just breathe, right? Just sit down, take a breath, and be proud of your journey. You've accomplished a lot, and you need to acknowledge that you've accomplished a lot, Pisces. All right. So the second rune is the attitude to be taken. The attitude to be taken, Pisces. Okay. Alrighty. So the attitude to be taken, this is called Perth, P-E-R-T-H. Mysterious powers are taking place, but tend to be revealed. It's a perfect time for reflection and also for material gains. Now remember, the first rune was about having a bit of luck, right? So they're telling you, and it's not really in the upright position, but it's not in a reverse position. It's kind of halfway. So I feel like the reason why it's halfway is because you are in the process of what? Completing a test, right? Completing a test on your journey. So again, you're not done with it, but you're in the process of it. I feel like you're halfway through it. And therefore, they're telling you to be proud of at least going through what you've gone through and acknowledging the fact that you're being tested. So just take a step back, take a moment for yourself, Pisces, do some breathing exercises, ground your energy. I feel like that's very important. Ground your energy. Put your hands together, allow that healing energy to flow through you and hit your heart space, right? So that you can acknowledge everything that you have conquered and completed in this test phase. So that is the attitude to be taken, is just to keep positive, right? Stay positive, keep that sense of humor, and again, be proud of everything that you've accomplished on this journey and that you've conquered so far on your journey. So the final rune is a direct consequence derived from your attitude, Pisces. The direct consequence derived from your attitude. I'm not really sure what the stone is. If you know what it is, or if you know what the other one was, by all means, leave a comment. Like I said, this is a mixed bag. All right, so this rune is called Laguz, or Laguz, Laguz, and it's in the upright position, and it tells you are being urged to follow your instincts, but you forget the negative consequences. This is a rune of supernatural power inside your mind that will give you protection. So you, okay, Pisces, with this third rune, you need to consult your heart. You need to consult your heart. And if you look on this card, this person on this card is very much doing so. Consulting her heart. Just feeling it, right? Got her hands over her heart. She's like looking up to the universe, speaking. Her mouth isn't moving, but she's looking up. And I feel like she is like communicating with the universe through the power of her mind. So I feel like sometimes, Pisces, you forget about that. You forget that you have this power. You have this supernatural power within your mind to think about what you want. And I feel like that's why you're being tested. And I feel like you're starting to awaken how to activate that mind power. And I feel like the spirit is coming in and reminding you, use the power of your breath, which makes perfect sense. Because Pisces, if you sit there, try that deep breath in, deep breath out, do it 10 times. What happens? Your crown chakra starts spinning. It's like blowing up 10 balloons, one right after the other, right? You get out of breath, your head starts spinning, you get a little dizzy. Well, that's because you're activating that crown chakra. So I feel like that is why you've been in a test phase. And I feel like this is what you're doing. You're wakening up to that. And you're wakening up to using the power of your breath to awaken that crown chakra and learning to trust more in your heart and allowing your heart to guide you. And I feel like you're starting to acknowledge that. And I feel like that's why they're telling you, Pisces, to be proud of that. Be proud of that, because you are going to pass this test. It's a positive thing. You're definitely going to pass this test. And I feel like the more you acknowledge this breathing exercise, and like I said on this card, let me pull back down, right dead center in that heart space, what do you see? A butterfly. Right? That butterfly represents transformation. So when you breathe, you connect that crown chakra to source. So, I have seen over the past couple of weeks, Pisces, that you guys are very magical. You guys have psychic abilities, right? You have psychic abilities. So Spirit is telling you, pay attention to the consequences whenever you don't breathe and you just get frustrated and you put that kind of energy out there. Be aware of the consequences of your negative thoughts instead of activating that crown chakra and trusting where your heart is taking you. Okay. So very, very powerful message. I love it. All these messages have been awesome. apologize. I had to pick up the cards I knocked down. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set them up there. So let's go ahead and check in on some love now for you, Pisces. What's happening with love for Pisces? So that's why you got that middle rune in the upright, like it's not, like I said, it's not reversed, but it's not in the upright position. It's like that in between. And that is because you're in the process. You're in the process of learning this lesson. You're in the process of learning how to activate your chakras. You're in a process of that. And if you continue with this process, there is where your good luck comes in. But you forget about the fact of how magical you are, how magical you are, how gifted you are. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's happening with love for Pisces. Love for Pisces this week. Okay, so that card showed up in reverse. That's the Two of Pentacles. So you really need to find that sense of balance. And I feel like you will. You will find that sense of balance between your head and your heart and be more in the flow. That couldn't have been a better card to show up. So with the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles to me represents needed to find that balance between, your spiritual world and your 3D world, right? Needed to find that sense of balance. And then with it being in reverse, this tells me that you do find that sense of balance. What is awesome here, if you look on this card, it looks like a wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So when it comes to love, I feel like this week, again, when you shift out of that negative energy when it comes to love, when it comes to life, and you learn how to just trust in your own thoughts, trust in what you think, being able to connect to source and understand how to move forward, how to, find this sense of balance. And there you come to the Wheel of Fortune. That's when you're able to move. Why? Because you're going to be purging. You're going to be purging that energy of, how do I want to say this? That lack mentality. Like I don't feel worthy of love, or I am lacking this love. Because you know what? In order to love somebody else, you have to learn how to love yourself. So with the Be Proud card, with her having all them peacock feathers, I feel like that's your mental energy. You need to remove that mental ego energy, because when I say a peacock, I think of ego. Proud as a peacock, right? I'm going to strut myself in the garden and put my tails up in the air because I am just too proud. And I feel like that's what they're telling you. Don't be over proud, but be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. But don't allow ego to throw you out of balance, right? Don't allow ego to throw you out of balance. Purge that ego energy, right? Purge that ego energy and take a look at where you're standing at on your journey. Take a look at the consequences that have derived from past experiences when it comes to your mental energy. Okay. But they want you to be more in the flow of your intuition. See how he's got the orange here, but his outfit is actually purple. That's being in the flow of your intuition, the flow of your psychic thoughts, your mental thoughts. Okay. Being in that flow. And that will help you to move forward in the future. It also help you to be more authentic so that you can acknowledge everything that you've overcame. You can acknowledge the consequences from your previous actions. And I feel like that's why you feel like you're always being tested. And that's because your mind and your heart is not in sync. When you start trusting your journey, you start trusting what you're feeling on an intuitive level. You start trusting what you're thinking. You start trusting the wisdom and the thoughts that come down through your crown chakra. right? And understand that when the time is right, things will move forward. And until then, I need to be in the flow of my heart. I need to be in the flow of the universe. So let's go ahead. Whew. All right. Let's go ahead and layer this for Pisces when it comes to love. So find balance. Yeah. They want you to find that balance, especially in your heart space, so you can turn that page, so that you can start a new chapter, so you allow yourself to blossom and bloom and prosper. So I feel like when you start trusting in divine timing, right, and you start trusting that, Pisces, that this is an opportunity to turn the page and have that sense of freedom for the things that I have been tested on when it comes to love. Things will flow forward. Things will move pretty quickly. And understand, with the Wheel of Fortune coming through here, it's about destiny, right? It's about things that are destined for you, never elude you. So Wheel of Fortune, yeah, look at that. So when you're in the flow, things start to align more for you. Things align more properly. Why? Because you're in a flow and you're purging that prideful energy, and you are just taking a pause, and you are taking some breathing exercises, and you are allowing this energy to awaken within you to shift your thoughts. And I feel like this also helps for you to turn the page in your heart space so that you can create a new chapter in your life. So move out of this unbalanced energy between your head and your heart. Turn the page in that chapter, and now you got a fresh, clean slate to start creating the life that you want. Why? Because you're in the flow. Why? Because you are acknowledging all the consequences from your past actions, from your past thoughts. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what is happening. What's the conversation between you and your person look like in the 5D realm, Pisces? Okay, so you're never far from my mind. So I kind of feel like you and your person could be telepathically talking to one another, with that supernatural gift coming through the direct consequences. So I feel like for some of you, again, when you purge that ego, right? When you purge that ego and you don't allow that pride and that ego to block your flow within your heart space, there's where you're able to tap in to that crown chakra and tap into another person's mind. Tap into their telepathic thoughts is what I'm seeing here. So I feel like somebody is saying, would you give me the chance to make things right between us, right? So I feel like you could be hearing that telepathically, Pisces, or you could be sending them that telepathic message through meditation. Would you give me a chance to make things right between us? Is there a chance that we will align again and flow forward in a more balanced energy? Can we turn this page in our heart space and create a new chapter and birth this relationship over again? I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling about at the time. And I feel like somebody wishes they could have been more honest about how they were feeling in the relationship. And I feel like that's why, they want to make things right. They want to turn that page and start a new chapter with you. I was still haunted by my actions. Yeah, so their actions of not being honest with you, Pisces, is still haunting them, or you, Pisces, either one. So I feel like you could be still haunted from your past consequences, your past actions, from not being more authentic with this person. And that's because you were being tested. So you were going through a test phase. So let's go ahead and pull some letters for Pisces. The letters in Pisces' name or their partner's name. The letters in Pisces' name or the person they're connected to. So we have a letter E coming through. A letter E. Oh, a wild card, so you can put whatever one you want in there. Okay, so we have a V coming through, a T. I see Steve, could be a Steve, an O, and an F. So I do see the name Steve for some reason. S-T-E-V, that's why. Or you could just have, well, take what resonates. That's what I'll say to that. Take what resonates. If one of them letters or a lot of them letters are either in your name or your person's name that you are connected to, then that will be for you. But it doesn't always have to work that way. So you just take the messages as they resonate. All right. So let's go ahead and pull some signs of synchronicities that Spirit is showing you this week, Pisces. So we have gossip, rival, and posse. And Spirit of the Jester, thief, trickster, and hustler. Okay. So right off the bat, I feel like somebody may have come in and like a he said, she said thing. And I feel like that's that prideful energy that I'm feeling. And I feel like somebody listened to the other person instead of listening to their heart and their heart, because they listened to that other person kind of like tricked them with that gossip. I feel like, you know, somebody feels a bit hustled. I feel like it's you, Pisces. You feel a bit hustled because this he said, she said crap, tricked you, right? Instead of listening to yourself and listening to your own thoughts and staying positive, I feel like that's why you were tested. You were tested because you needed to learn the lesson of the consequences of your actions. You don't ever listen to somebody outside telling you what you need to do or what this person is doing, because 99.9% of the time, they're only coming in to try to start trouble, right? So you need to recognize that is what I feel. And I feel like you are. And that is why you're recognizing the consequences. So let's go ahead and clarify for Pisces. So yeah, I feel like you needed to understand that you are protected from this gossip. I feel too, for some of you, this person who is still haunted by their actions could have been this gesture, right? And I feel like what they're telling you is this person, the reason why you split was for your own protection, because this person was actually either gossiping about you or rivaling behind your back. And I feel like either you or this person are still haunted by them actions. Maybe one or both of you went out and told somebody else a bunch of lies, right? And then it got back to the other one. And, you know, of course, what's going to happen? Somebody's going to get hurt out of the process. So Spirit of Gesture. Yeah. Yep. So we have horns and dominant. So when I think of this card, usually I say you need to stand dominant in your power. But I feel like somebody was horny. I don't know why, but them horns are really sticking out to me. And I feel like somebody, maybe you turned them down, right? Maybe you turned them down and they went behind your back and started all kinds of rumors, right? Or this person could have come in and, told you everything you wanted to hear and kept on going, right? I feel like they were very dominant. I kind of feel like I want to say like dominant, submissive kind of energy. And I feel like somebody was very dominant over you, or you left somebody be dominant over you. You submit to them, or you were dominant over them, perhaps even. It could go either way. I'm just showing you what I'm only telling you what I see in the cards. So I feel like the divine separated you two to protect you so that you could find that sense of balance between your darkness and your light. So that makes perfect sense why you are being tested, right? Why you are being tested and learning to trust more in your heart, in your instincts. Because I feel like, that's once bitten, twice shy. That's what I feel. Because when you're bit, you're not going to be more apt to repeat that cycle. You're going to want to move on from that. You're going to want to let that go. You're going to want to raise your standards, right? But at the same time, you don't want to look at every situation that comes into your life in that way. And I feel like that's why you need to turn the page in your heart space to viewing everybody as this trickster, as this hustler, right? Because not everybody is going to be like that. So you need to understand that this person did what they did to teach you a lesson. You got the consequences of that lesson. You're probably still haunted by it. Absolutely. Trust me, I know, right? Yeah, exactly. See, Kim? Exactly. So, yeah, exactly. Because why? Because you know better. Once bitten, twice shy. So, yeah, so it's time to purge that energy. I feel like, most of you have learned your lesson and now you're purging it and moving on. You're finding that sense of balance and trust more in your heart space. I feel like you are acknowledging this lesson is what I feel. And I feel like the more you connect to your heart and your head, the more you're going to see who's in alignment for you and who isn't, is what I see here. All right. So let's go ahead and get some crows advice. So I got exercise your senses, become one with nature, and ground your energy. So again, go outside, go near a creek, go near a creek, go listen to water. You can listen to meditations that have water sounds where it sounds like a creek running. Ground your energy, exercise them senses, go outside, sit underneath a tree, go near that creek, sit down if you can. Do some breathing exercises, put your hands on the ground and then put them on your heart. And that will also allow you to connect with your other senses because Pisces, you're very psychic, you're very intuitive, you're a very gifted individual. But when we get hurt that deeply, right? We get hurt that deeply. We have that power of that hurt that causes us to disconnect. So I feel like Spirit is really pushing you to reconnect with all of your senses, and that'll bring in that sense of balance that you need to become one within yourself. All right. And then guiding light in the dark. Right. So I feel like the crows are telling you, I feel Pisces are a light worker. You are guiding with your beautiful light in such a dark world, right? I also feel too, your spirit team and the crows could very well be guiding you through the darkness of this feeling of being hustled, this feeling of being tricked, okay? So I feel like the crows could be guiding you. So when you go outside and spend time in nature, and if you hear crows around you, this is confirmation. This is confirmation that they're around you and they're trying to guide you through this dark period to reconnect with yourself, your gifts, your senses, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some more cards here. Advice from the crows for Pisces. Yeah, look at that. So when you go outside and you connect, what you do is you open up that crown chakra, and it gives you the power and the strength to reconnect that crown chakra. So we have Leo the lion coming through here. Leo's lion is it's that strength, right? That strength that we have within us to reconnect that crown chakra, right? Reconnect that crown chakra and allow that light of your thoughts to guide you. So the crows are asking you, Pisces, this is how you reconnect your senses. This is how you reconnect to your personal power, your personal strength. Go outside, right? Go near a creek, because we're water signs. Water signs like water. This will help you to ground yourself through the power of breathing, through the power of just spending some time outdoors. That way you can ignite that light within you to trust more in where you're going, to trust your power, to trust yourself to be more in the flow. Wheel of Fortune, right? He's flowing, right? He's flowing like this river or this creek here. So I feel like even if you do some meditations, or I would prefer to go outside in the woods and sit near a creek, to be honest with you. I love hearing the flow of water. This will help you to reconnect your light and understand that it was for your own protection. So, yes, that is what I see. So, let's go ahead and pull some Archangel Messages, Pisces. Some Archangel Messages. So, yeah, peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Right? So here, Archangel Samuel is trying to help you feel at peace. Right? So whenever you ground your energy, right? When you ground that energy and you are more in the flow of your personal power and your personal thoughts, that is where you remember that the only thing that's real is love. And when you love yourself enough to trust your heart and to trust what you're thinking and trust what you're seeing and connect with that internal, the internal world, and connect with spirit, there is where you start trusting in that power of peace. So if you look, he's looking right over. He's ready to relieve that dove, or release that dove, or this bird here. And look, he's heading right towards that creek. So I feel like Archangel Samuel is really coming in and helping you to work on that heart space and that head space. Look at the supernatural power within your thoughts there. Opening up that crown. And giving you the message of the power and the strength of your thoughts as well is something else that it's coming through. Because remember, you do have that supernatural power of claircognizance. And I feel like that lion is coming through telling you, listen, your thoughts are very powerful. And whenever you have the strength to connect to the positive flow of your thoughts and feel at peace, there's where you acknowledge that everything happens for a reason, that this test had to happen for your own protection. All right, so let's go ahead and pull. Yeah, look at that. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in your relationship. Yep, I've seen that already. So your heart already knew it, Pisces. Your heart already knew that somebody was deceiving you. And that's why you were asked to stand dominate in your energy, stand dominate in what you were feeling, what you were thinking about the situation, because you were right. You were right, Pisces. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a final crystal card. What crystal card do you recommend for Pisces to carry with them this week? So we have silver, amplification, attraction, and release, all of the chakras. I am prosperous. And to be honest with you, 99.9% of the time, being a witch, we always are drawn more to silver anyways. So it's just something that we do, right? We're attracted to it. So, and then this final crystal card is the elk. I'm trying to get it to, there we go. Fire agate, camaraderie, stamina, and balance. Spirit of elk, teach me how to pace myself so that I have the strength to and energy to reach my goals. Thank you. So fire agate, which makes perfect sense with Leo the lion here. Leo is a fire sign, and silver. You don't have to wear a silver necklace. If you have a piece of silver or a silver ring or something along that line, it'll help you to release this feeling of being deceived. It'll also help to activate and amplify your senses, all of them, and help you. The fire agate will help you to have the stamina, the strength, and the power to achieve the balance that you so desire. So you got to think about it this way. It was divine protection. And, why this all happened was divine protection. So, and you're acknowledging that. I can see that. You can see in the runes that you're acknowledging this test phase, and that you're almost through it. So beautiful, Pisces. I love it. You have a blessed wink, winking at you. Have a blessed week. I will talk to you all soon. And thank you for watching. And thank you for all the beautiful thumbs up. I appreciate that. Have a blessed week. I will see you soon.